you stop and use Barry Linson as an example of that, the brother, like we said, in the gym, the brother ain't do nothing but bench press. He was gifted in the area of powerlifting from a bench press perspective. Fast forward 20 years, he now holds the world record for number of push-ups done in a year. 2,670,578 push-ups in a consecutive year. Question, how many were you doing per day to get 2.6 million push-ups done in 365 days?
My brother, I was averaging 7,319 push-ups a day.
Welcome to Impact and Fulfillment with Coach Mike D, where you'll gain practical wisdom and dynamic insight from amazing conversations to live your best life.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Impact and Fulfillment. I am your host, Coach Mike D. And dig this, man. When you think about impact and you think about fulfillment, when you hear what this brother is doing, what he's already done, but then also what he's continuing to do, and at his age, and we're gonna let him get into a little bit of that. But I'm sitting down and chopping it up with my man Barry Linson. The brother is a father. He's from Knoxville, Tennessee. And he is also the world record holder for a number of push-ups completed in a calendar year. The brother did 2,670,578 push-ups in the calendar year 2022. And by the way, he was 53 years old when he did it. Ooh, yeah. That's what we're gonna talk about. But folks who are tuning in, I want to introduce you to, if you don't already know him or haven't heard about him, my friend Barry Linson. What's up, brother?
Holding it like a loose tooth, brother. Glad you have me on here, brother. I appreciate that.
Man,
appreciate that.
Look, I'm digging. Holding on like a loose tooth. I'm digging it.
Yes, indeed.
And then look, and if you're not watching the video, like if you're just listening to the audio, you can't see the brim my man is wearing. And then, so it's kind of this is just kind of a little sidebar. It's a kind of little thing around town. There's this brother. I don't care if it's a basketball game, a football game, if it's the middle of the summer, the middle of the winter, if it's at the skating ring, if the only time this brother is not suited and booted is if he's at the gym.
Yes, sir.
If he I don't care
I
where
take my hats to the gym too.
They went out.
I take my hats to the gym too.
So he got on this amazing brim right now. But literally, when I say suited and booted, about a year ago, we were at the skating ring. This brother got on a 3-piece suit on some skates. Like, it's just, again, we'll dive into maybe the inspiration behind some of that too. But but man, I just had to sidebar that, brother, because a lot of people. Because people from around the world will listen, but they're not in Knoxville. So they're going to be like, all right, this brother doing millions of push-ups. But yeah, that joke will be suited and booted all the time too. So
man, I humbly appreciate the love, bro. Yes, sir.
No doubt. But so dig this. I want to get into your story, but before we get into the story, I always have individuals who come on any platform that I do give shout outs, because I'm a firm believer that we are a sum total of all those people that are around us and all those support mechanisms and support systems. So before we jump into your story, give some shout outs to, your community, your circle of support.
Absolutely. I'd like to shout out first off to God.
Yes.
Without him, none of this is possible. God's all in the midst of this, my brother. He's just using me as a vessel. I'm just a vessel. I'm walking in it, brother. This is an assignment that I'm on. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom and dad for having me, my daughter, all my loved ones out there. F3 Knoxville. F3 stands for Fitness, Faith, and Fellowship. No man left behind, no man left the same. Proverbs 27:17, iron sharpen iron. To all my followers, all my supporters out there, mad shout out to Special Olympics. All my push-ups were for Special Olympics. All the push-ups y'all see me doing last year, I created a GoFundMe page. And so every last push-up that I was doing was for Special Olympics. I I did some fundraiser, some events with them, polar bear plunges at the YMCA. And so just giving back to the community like that, being a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Teamwork make dream work. I'd like to give a shout out to my college coach, Coach Tim George, high school coaches, Bearden High School, Coach Young, all my friends, all my brothers and sisters out there, family, loved ones. I'd like to give a shout out to you, Mike, for believing in me. You told me at the skating ring that you've seen me doing this. So you've seen the vision, you know what I'm saying, before anybody else even knew about what I was trying to achieve. If you can believe it, you can achieve it. I am a motivator, you know what I'm saying? I'm self-motivated. And so I do motivational speaking, and I use a lot of quotes on myself. I'm a quote guy. Mm-hmm. And so I'm self-motivated. So, you know what I'm saying, when I'm doing these push-ups, you know, I use a lot of quotes on myself. Quitters never win and winners never quit. When you think about quitting, remember why you started. Life is like a marathon. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And embracing the suck and earning the day. Each day after I do these push-ups, I ask myself, was I the hammer or was I the nail? You know what I'm saying? Meal, do a barbecue, box or throw rocks. You know what I'm saying? My body is prepared to, you know what I'm saying, go the distance. You know what I'm saying? If you can believe it, you can achieve it. So pain is temporary to me. You know what I'm saying? I know how to embrace the suck and earn the day. I've been working out since 1988. I am an ex-college football player. So a lot comes into play with that. I've always been a small guy, but it ain't the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight inside the dog. So I have a 7-foot giant inside of me. And I'm one of those guys, you know what I'm saying? You don't sleep on me. Pick up your pillow. When you tell me you can't, I'm gonna show you that I can. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? What a lot of people don't know about me, Mike, is I've always been one of the strongest guys in Knoxville, Tennessee. I used to do powerlifting contests and all natural bench press contests. And so I'm naturally a 400-pound bencher. Like I've done with press and pause, like on commands and bench press contests. I've done 400 pounds where you have to come down on your chest and then they'll tell you to press, hold, and then rack. So what I'm sharing with you is all that's happened is I transferred it to the push-ups. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, it makes perfect sense. And it's interesting again. So you and I actually have history from back in the gym. And that was one of the things,
total fitness,
I moved to Knoxville in 2003. And I used to go to the Rush. So this was back when it was the Rush gym before it became a Gold's gym. And there used to always be this dude that would come in there and he would throw 3 plates on each side and just start repping. And I was just like, this dude here is a beast. Like, it's ridiculous. And now, you know, we used to also laugh because we like, all right, we see this joker do bench. We don't see him doing nothing else.
I don't do nothing else. I didn't do nothing else, Mike. You know I did. I didn't do no legs and nothing like that. I hated them. That's another little running joke. If you ever used to see Barry in a gym, this joker come in there, now he will impress the fire out of you. I mean, that joker literally, I've witnessed him rep 315, 15, 20 times, just rep. You was there,
and the brother's not 300 pounds.
Right.
No, this was back. I think you might have been under 200 at the time. How much were you?
I was probably like 190. Yeah.
So you're like 190 pounds benching 315 just for reps, just warming up with it. It was an impressive feat. But the flip side of that is I ain't never seen that joker do no curls, no squats, no deadlifts.
Nothing else. I was the bench press guy. Nothing else.
But check this out though. I think that should speak to a lot of people. Okay.
Yes.
It is understanding who you are, being comfortable with who you are, and being able to joke about the other stuff. Because because look, let me tell you, the culture that we live in is literally revolves around finding where you have deficits and trying to plug your deficits and make your deficits better. Whereas some people who start to get it understand that, you know what, I'm not going to be gifted in every capacity in life, right? I have this thing that God has blessed me with. I'm going to use that thing And instead of me focusing my attention on my deficits, I'm going to focus my attention on my gifts. And if you stop and use Barry Linson as an example of that, the brother, like we said, in the gym, the brother ain't do nothing but bench press. He was gifted in the area of powerlifting from a bench press perspective. Fast forward 20 years, he now holds the world record for number of push-ups done in a year. 2,670,578 push-ups in a consecutive year. Question, how many were you doing per day to get 2.6 million push-ups done in 365 days?
My brother, I was averaging 7,319 push-ups a day.
Okay, pause. Okay. So when I do chest in the gym, full transparency, you know, I might do a few flat bench, some incline, some decline, or whatever. If I get anywhere close to a 10th of 7,000 reps of anything, I probably gonna tear every muscle fiber I have between both of my shoulders. It ain't happening. That again, to me, highlights some type of gift you have. Like, what is it that's there? Because most people on a good day, even the best athletes in the world probably could not do 7,000 push-ups in a day, let alone do it consecutively 365 days. What gives, man?
It's you know what I'm saying? It's just repetition, it's just muscle memory. I don't like, my body is like, it's crazy. My body's immune to it. And like my shoulders and everything, they feel good. And I'm built to do push-ups. That's all I can say. And it's God. You know what I'm saying? My arms are not really, I'm not a tall guy. You know what I'm saying? My arms are short. I got a big chest. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't have far to come down. And so everybody has a gift. And like, you know what I'm saying? When I do my push-ups, I cross one leg behind the other. And so I didn't know that was harder, but when Brittany Tarwater interviewed me, she was like, when I hit 1 million, she was like, you cross your legs, so that is harder. But to me, it's easy. You know what I mean? But that's my signature.
And that's how you're built. And it goes back to what you just said. I was made to do push-ups. And so again, when we think about like, okay, I think about like Michael Phelps. So Michael Phelps is interesting. If you look at how he's built, in real life, he's kind of an awkwardly built dude, right? But Michael Phelps is perfectly built to be the most decorated swimmer of all time.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so it's interesting again in life. A lot of times we don't take, and we're using two athletic examples. There are people who are gifted intellectually in certain capacities or gifted artistically in certain capacities. But these are two examples that a lot of people can really kind of groove with. You were built in a way that allows you to do push-ups in ways that other people can't even fathom, and to do so consecutively for years. So we mentioned that you broke the world record last year of 2.6 million. The year before that, you set the Tennessee record at 1 point, what was it?
I did 1,056,097 push-ups.
That was in 2021. And
yes, sir.
We're also talking, because we're now in 2023, you're continuing to do push-ups every day, aren't you?
Yes, sir. I'm going into tomorrow will be my 782nd consecutive day of these push-ups.
Averaging roughly 7,000 a day, or a little over 7,000.
I'm averaging 8,000 now.
Whew, Lord, man. So
I'm trying to beat what I did last year.
So you're trying to, okay. Now, question: is this world record? Is this listed in like Guinness World Book now, or
not yet? I'm trying to get in Guinness Book, and I'm trying. That's what I'm trying. I'm knocking on the door until they let me in, and so I have the record, but I also. I got another shot at getting another record with the consecutive days that I've done this. So what I'm doing is I do what you call a 200 or a push-up challenge every morning, and I video that every time I do that. So when y'all see me, when you see me come on there and tag you, that's what it is. That's what I'm doing. I'm tagging you, but I'm videoing it. So when I do see Guinness, and I'm in push-up groups, and so like I dominate the push-up group. Like I'm the only one, like when you go in there and look, I do what you call a 200 push-up challenge, and the group is supposed to be a 100 push-up challenge. But in that group, it's got me doing like 200 push-ups. Like 96 times. I can do 200 push-ups in 3 minutes. That's how good a shape I'm in.
Wow. And hold on, pause. You're 53 years old too.
Yes, sir.
Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. See,
Yeah, don't let your age be your cage.
Don't let your age be your cage. I love that, because what's so interesting. We do live in a culture at times that we get to certain ages and we automatically assume I'm supposed to be hurt, or I'm not supposed to be able to move. I'm supposed to ache. I'm supposed to be tired. I'm supposed to be weaker, and again, there are people who are dealing with, various physical challenges. I get that. But there's a difference between things happening to you and you having the mindset of expectation that these things are supposed to happen simply because I hit a certain age. Having this conversation with Barry Linson at 53 years old, who last year at 53 years old set the world record for push-ups done in a year, 2.6 million. Sir. If that ain't nothing to let you know that anything is freaking possible,
amen.
I don't know what's going to inspire you. And then hold on. And then you also mentioned that you've attached a charity to the push-ups that you were doing, the Special Olympics. What made you connect with the Special Olympics with this?
Well, I have a lot of friends and have family members that are Special Olympics. And some of my friends, they have kids that are Special Olympics, and they see me. I do what you call a polar bear plunge with my F3 brothers in Townsend, Tennessee. And we do that every New Year, January 1st. And so I've been doing that for like 5 years at Little Pigeon River. And so after they see me do the polar bear plunge, they said, well, Special Olympics has a polar bear plunge, and we would like for you to join us. And I was like, that's an awesome cause. And I was like, that's giving back to the community, being a blessing. It's better to give than receive. And I was checking out the guy that holds the world record, Nate Carroll out of Wisconsin. He created a GoFundMe page for the first call responders. And I was like, well, I could do something for Special Olympics, because, these kids are special and they're awesome. And I love them. And I like to put a smile on their face. And, what better way can I, give back than, do the push-ups. So when I go live on purpose and, let them see what I'm doing. It's for them. You know what I mean? I created a GoFundMe page, and I raised, I guess, like, $1,360. But my main goal was to try to give Special Olympics $2 million. So I did that. I made it local, and I think I can make a bigger impact than what I did. It wasn't like I wanted to, so I'm not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying?
Now, have you spoken with anybody on the national level with the Special Olympics, or has it just been kind of local communication?
Well, I had it national, but then I made it local. But I think I need to make it national. You know what I mean? So I can, touch everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss nobody. You feel me?
Absolutely. I 100% agree.
Yes, sir. So
and the thing that's interesting about it, I believe your story should be something that gets on every radar nationally as well. Because
I humbly appreciate that, brother.
Who's 53 years old? How old was the guy in Wisconsin who held the record before you? Do you know?
He's 7 years younger than me.
He's 7 years younger than you. Okay, so
yes,
he's in his 40s. But dude, you're 53 years old and
broke this is not
world record. And
yes,
I think that, to me, I look at that as, because I'm 43, so you're 10 years older than me. And I use that as motivation and kind of a barometer of letting me know to not take it light, meaning, I don't have to take it off because I am getting older. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's I love that. And I think this is a message that we need to put out there, man. I mean, when you think about the concept of this podcast, it's all about impact and fulfillment, right?
Yes, sir.
And the impact is basically, how do things change because you're involved? And you're attaching to the Special Olympics, you're raising money, you're also creating awareness around fitness, but then you're also showing people and serving as an example of what's possible, especially for men as we age. Because most people think that kids need to be inspired, right? They're the only ones that need to be inspired. They're not the only ones. Adults,
they're not the only
inspiration. We need inspiration, and brother, what you're doing serves as an inspiration. So your impact is on another level. But I want to ask you about fulfillment. Like, how does this feat that you've accomplished, how does that hit you internally? Because when I think about fulfillment, I think about joy. I think about purpose. I think about sleeping good at night, knowing that I'm doing what I've been put here on earth to do. How does that fulfillment piece resonate with you, brother?
It makes me feel good. I feel, good about I've discovered my gift that God's blessed me with, and the gift is motivation. So I know how to motivate all ages. You know what I'm saying? I'm the guy that when you tell me that you can't, then I'm gonna show you that you can. You know what I'm saying? Quitters never win and winners never quit. And when you think about quitting, remember why you started. So I'm that guy that's gonna push you, and I'm gonna say something that's gonna motivate you and make you want to run through the wall. I'm a motivational speaker. I speak to my alma mater, Bearden High School. I go speak to them. I do push-ups. When I come and speak, I say, we're gonna do some push-ups. Y'all know that. We're gonna do a 100 push-up challenge. I launched my own. I don't know if you know this, but I launched my own brand. And so when I hit 1 million push-ups, this is my brand, and it's discipline plus motivation equals progress. And so when I put this on every morning, I got shirts that I sell or whatnot. But you know what I'm saying? It's accountability. You know what I'm saying? It's not the motivation, it's the discipline. It's the discipline is when, so that bed is feeling good and you don't want to get up. You know what I'm saying? You're feeling sick. You know what I'm saying? And it's cold outside. Embracing the suck and earning the day. And I know how to do that. You know what I mean? I've been working out since 1988. I earned 2 full football scholarships. I played at Northeastern Oklahoma Junior College, one of the top junior colleges in the nation. Then I received another full football scholarship to Lock Haven State University in Pennsylvania. I am a 3-year starter. I went to the NFL Combine. And also, my best friend, J.J. McCleskey, that played at UT, that walked on. If y'all don't know his story is like, he walked on. He's a small guy. He's from Carnes High School. He was 130 pounds when he first walked on at UT. He ended up earning a scholarship starting both ways. Then walked on the NFL, played 8 years in the NFL. But after, I just didn't jump in and started doing 1 million push-ups. When COVID was first broke out, when I was laid off of work for a year at Oak Ridge Lab. I've been out there 18 years. So we was laid off work for a year. So the group F3, Fitness, Faith, and Fellowship, we got 15 locations. And this group is free 99. It's an all CrossFit workout group. And this group helped bring the best out of me, like getting up and leading workouts and, speaking. Well, anyway, so I started, each day they would say, submit as many push-ups as you could do throughout the day. So at Catholic High School, I started using the parking lot lines out there doing 30 push-ups a line. 28 lines down one time, that's 840. Rinse and repeat, same thing coming back, that's 1,680 push-ups. So from March to December, 7 days a week, rinse and repeat, I was averaging 1,680 push-ups a day. So after I did that, my best friend JJ was like, "Short." He said, "I think you could do 1 million push-ups." And I said, "I think I can too." So instead of doing 30 push-ups in 21, January 1st, I started doing 50 push-ups a line, 50. So I started averaging 3,500 push-ups a day. And I'm gonna show you that God's all in the midst of this. So one morning I came out at 4 a.m. and my truck had been stolen at my apartment.
Wow.
Did I do the push-ups that day? Yes, I did. I'll show you how God was in the midst. The truck is outside right now, brother. So God is all in the midst of this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Just stay out the way, do the right things for the right reasons.
Amen.
And most importantly, use the gifts that you've been given.
Always.
And what if you do that, man, literally that's the formula. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's like that's the formula. Use the gifts that you've been given, stay prayed up, stay in alignment, do the right things for the right reasons. And then you can literally stay out the way and things are going to work the way that they're supposed to work.
Amen. We all are trees and we all have gifts on our tree. And while we're here, we're supposed to use those gifts and bless others.
Well, man, you know what? I'm as always, I tell you all the time, I'm super impressed, super proud of you. How can folks No doubt, man. How can folks tap in and follow your journey? How can folks, and then you can give me all the information. I can put it in the show notes. But
Okay.
verbally, is there any way, any website, any links or
Yes,
something that people can visit?
you can Facebook me. You can go on Instagram, Short Dizzle 26,
Okay.
Short Dizzle SHORTDIZZLE 26, and then I'm on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Barry Linson. You can follow me on there. And you can pull up YouTube videos to see some of my footage of how I'm doing 6,000 and 7,000 push-ups in a day. You know what I mean? In the morning from 5 a.m. to like 7:30. I have a young man that comes out. I pay him, and he'll come out and video me doing my push-ups. He videos and counts my push-ups, and sometimes I get him. And mad shout out to my man, my video guy. He's awesome, and whenever I call him, you know what I'm saying, he comes and he blesses me. You know what I mean? I couldn't do this without God, the man above, man. It's all God in the midst. And I'm just blessed that he blessed me with self-motivation. And I'm a self-motivated guy. They say, oh, you on steroids. I'm like, no, I'm on Jesus. You need to try it. You know what I mean? You feel
I ain't
me?
on steroids. Look, I ain't on steroids. I'm on Jesus. And
I'm
y'all,
on Jesus.
check this out, man. Y'all make sure on Instagram, follow Short Dizzle 26. I'll put a link in the show notes, as well as Barry Linson on Twitter. And from there, you can follow his journey. You can take a look at his apparel. You can watch what he's doing. You can,
Appreciate you.
I think there are links on there also for the GoFundMe for people if they want to support the GoFundMe with the Special Olympics. Look, just follow the brother, encourage him to keep going. But also use
love.
Absolutely, and use him as motivation for you to realize that you've probably been putting limits on your life that you need to remove. And if you want to live an impactful and fulfilling life, we got to pull those limits away and make it happen. And Amen. Barry Linson, my brother, you are a testament to that. Thank you.
I thank you, brother, for having me, man. God bless.
God bless you too, brother. God bless you too, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, brother. Y'all, as always, y'all follow Coach Mike D on Instagram. Visit CoachMikeD.com. Subscribe, leave some ratings, leave some comments. And look, after you hear this, let me know what you're going to do in your life to kick your fitness journey off. And if you run into Barry Short Dizzle 26 on Instagram or Barry Linson on Twitter, and you connect with him and you heard about him first here, let him know that you heard about his journey on impact and fulfillment and how this thing really, really, really helped to inspire you to do some things different. So as always, y'all be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll holler at you. Peace.
Holler. Love.
I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow Coach Mike D everywhere on social media. Y'all be blessed, well, and wise.